Our first video of the new year. I'm so excited to be back. You guys, I've taken a long break and I needed it. I got sick like for 2 weeks in December, right before the holiday. And then I took a little bit of break in between Christmas and New Year's. And then we had a family member pass away. So it is now the second week of January and I feel so behind my goals, but you know what? It's okay. It's 1 week. We still have the entire year. So I'm gonna walk you through today a lot of different stuff. We're gonna hang out and spend the day together like we usually do. I know you guys absolutely love spending the day with me. So we are going to do all that today. So excited to have a new sponsor. And this is one I've used personally for the last 3 years. I've learned everything from all my video editing to every Adobe platform, and I recently just took a class. So when they reached out to me, I absolutely said yes to working with them, and the sponsor is Skillshare. Like I said, I have pretty much built my business thanks to Skillshare. I've learned everything there is to know about photography and video, editing, everything I've done, and I recently just took a huge 4-hour course on Adobe Illustrator so I can make some new logos for myself. I reached out to a few graphic designers and got some prices back, and I thought, you know what? I can do this myself. I saved myself about $10,000 by spending the time and teaching myself with the help of Skillshare, the Adobe Illustrator platform, and I created myself some new logos for the year. So I also just took a class on Notion, and I've shared the app Notion with you guys in the past as a free platform that I've used to really keep myself organized, but I knew I didn't use it to its full potential. So I went on to Skillshare, searched to see if they had a course, and of course they did. So I took that class too, and I will show you guys my new Notion dashboard because it's so much cuter and so much more efficient thanks to the class I took. If you're looking to up-level your business this year, and I'm sure a lot of you are because you're such go-getters, Skillshare has so many classes to choose from, and I'm really excited to take my next course with them, which I think is going to be on productivity. I know I could use some help in time management and productivity, so I plan on taking this class next. And what's even more exciting is for the first 1,000 people that use the link below in the description box, you will actually get a free month to try out Skillshare for yourself. There's just endless amounts of classes that can better you and your business. And even if you're not sure of what business you want to do, I know a lot of you guys want a side business or want to quit your 9-to-5 and you're not quite sure, there are a ton of options on Skillshare that you can actually figure out what that side hustle could be, and it really teaches you everything you need to know. So I'm really excited to share this sponsor with you guys. For more information, you can check out the description box down below and make sure you click on that link and sign up. Now we have something really fun to do, and I am actually going to have coffee with a friend right now, another small business friend. We are going to probably spend a few hours chatting about our goals for the year, but the reason why I wanted to take you guys along is because it's so important to find another person in your small business space that you can use to really share ideas in a safe place, talk about everything, your struggles even, and I have found someone who I feel like I can trust and who also feels like she can trust me, I think. So we've known each other for a while, and she is a candle maker. I'll see if she wants to be in the vlog. If not, I'll at least leave her business down below because I love sharing the love. But my whole point in this is try to find yourself a network of people, or even just one person that you can grab coffee with once a quarter, once a year even, and just bounce some ideas off of and just have that relationship, because a lot of you guys I know struggle with your family not always being supportive, or friends, and I think it's because they just don't understand. And if you don't own a small business, it's really hard for them to understand the struggles going through. So get yourself a little network going. Trust me, it's gonna be super beneficial. So I'm gonna spend some time this morning hanging out with Lauren, and then we're gonna go to the studio and do a few things. And I think some new replica surfaces in the mail today from their new Bloom collection, which is the perfect collection for soap makers. They have this pink peony tile that I've been drooling over since they posted the pictures of it. So I hope it comes in the mail today because I will unbox it with you guys and show you. And who doesn't love fresh new props for their photos for the beginning of the year? So we're gonna have a very fun day together. It's not gonna be me making product today. I have that in the next vlog, promise, because when we get to the studio, I will show you my shelves. They're basically empty. I'm trying not to stress about it because it's gonna take me a while to restock, but We're gonna do it all. We're gonna have a great year together, and I'm so excited to spend this first vlog with you guys. Let's head out before we're late to coffee. Thank you so much. Hello. You say hi? What's all over your bum? Oh, you messy girl. Were you rolling? I just got home. We chatted for quite a while, but you know what? Like I said in the beginning, it is so important to have a friend or someone in the small business world that totally gets what you're going through. And for us, our businesses are kind of in a similar spot. We're in this space where we really want to grow and scale. So it was really motivating to chat with somebody, and highly recommend, but I have done literally nothing on my list today. So we are going to head to the studio together and get the few things done there that we have to. And maybe when we get back, the replica surfaces will be here. I never bring Lucy here for sanitary reasons, but I brought her today because, as you guys can see, I pretty much have nothing here. And at the end of the year, well, I guess the beginning of this year, I like to do a very thorough cleaning of the studio, and I haven't done that yet. So I'm gonna ship a few orders. I brought her so she's not home by herself, but just so you know, normally I never let her in here because it's not sanitary, but we are going to ship a few of our orders. I have a couple fair orders that are just lip balms, and yeah, but let me show you the shelves up close because it's a little scary. Did do a sale at the end of December, and I got rid of a lot of stuff, but I still have some things that were not my best sellers. I made too much pumpkin at the very end of the season, so I'm still stuck with that, and then the same with the ski bunny. But the rest of it is pretty much my core line, which is fine. And then bath bombs are officially over. I have a couple of these here that I'll put in like mystery boxes. And then same with candles are almost gone. Body butters, yeah. So we have pretty much nothing in stock, which means I'm not making any money really. So I'm going to ship these orders this week. My biggest priority next week is to start restocking everything. So I'll take you guys along for those too. But I'm kind of just giving myself a break this week with everything going on in my life and my family. I'm trying to run my business the best I can, but I'm also trying to give myself some grace as I transition back into like a normal work week. So if you're in that space, it's okay. I think it's more important to take the time to reset and figure out your next move instead of pushing. I know if I push myself to come in here for the next 5 days and bang out a bunch of product, it's gonna be really bad for my mental state. I usually end up making mistakes making products. It's just not great. So I'm gonna give myself some time to get back into it. We are off to the post office, right? Lucy, did you have fun coming to work with Mommy? I am on my walk with Lucy because it gets so dark out now. It's only 2:45, but I have a whole bunch more stuff to do, but if I don't walk her now, she won't get her second walk. So we're getting in our steps, but I thought it would be a fun time to fill you guys in on my plans for the year. I know in my last video I talked to you about some of my plans for YouTube, but I thought I'd tell you some more of my business plans. So I haven't really told this to anybody yet, but I'm actually going through a rebrand, which is huge. I've been planning it since, well, May of last year, so I feel like it's almost a year. And it's really big and really scary, and I'm changing a couple things in my business, so I'll take you guys along as they come to fruition. I'm not going to share the new brand name yet because I'm still waiting on the trademark paperwork to come through, but my lawyer says it should be fine. We should know any day now. But with that said, I've needed to pivot my business strategy, and that's kind of why I've been quiet the last few months, really, especially on like Instagram and stuff, because I'm completely changing my business. So big plans for the year, but I have a new book that I've been reading and implementing, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I'll leave it here. It's called the 12-week year plan, maybe. And I really love it because instead of looking at the year in full, 12 months, making these resolutions for the whole year, it breaks it down into 12-week segments. So basically, my arm's getting tired. Basically, it means that you have a shorter period of time to make these goals and achieve them and pivot, and I'm really loving it. So when we get back to the house, I'll show you guys sort of my plan. It came. I'm so excited. I actually have 2 packages to show you guys, but let me open this one first. So Replica Surfaces, if you guys don't know, they are, first of all, they're an awesome company. I am an ambassador, just being totally transparent with you, but I used them well before we actually started working together, and I'm really grateful they want to work with me because I still feel like I'm A, not an influencer, but B, what I love is that they really do want to help small business owners like you and me. And I had always struggled with photos and photography, and it's so important for your business because when a customer goes to your website, they see your photos, they see the products, all of that. It sort of gives not only your branding, but if you have terrible photos, it usually means they're not gonna buy. I found that once I started using really great surfaces and backgrounds and paying attention to the way my photos looked, my sales online really went up, honestly. And I think a lot of it is because the photos just look really professional. So I'm very excited about these. I'm always excited to open a box from Replica, but these are their new surfaces, and I think they're so well curated for a bath and body company, and let me show you why. This one is called Peony Tile, and it was the first one I immediately added to my cart because, can you guys see this? It's perfect. If you are a soap person, you'll get it. It's like bathroom tile. It is that millennial pink, which is still not over in my opinion. And this is a great neutral. Even though it's pink, it's very neutral, and you can adjust your camera settings so that it doesn't feel as pink. You can edit it so it's not as saturated. I love this. I always love to pair the tile with either the white bottom, or they actually came out with 2 really great wood alternatives that I think really play really well with the tile. When you go and look at the surfaces, there are a lot of photos on their website, but this is the white wood. I have a couple other wood, but I don't have this white wood. Look at these 2 together. My lighting is horrible, but you guys get the idea. Just imagine a beautiful stack of soaps sitting right in the middle of this with some flowers, some shells even. They can be used all year round. They're not as seasonal. I know a lot of you guys find these surfaces to be really expensive. They are a little bit more expensive than other alternatives, but I've tried the other alternatives. I have some of those vinyl ones that come in the rolls. They're a pain in the butt to hang up. I find that they don't photograph as well. There's a lot of DIY stuff on TikTok, and if you're a DIY person, go for it. I'm not. I don't have time to make tile backdrops myself, or I have done the poster board thing. I swear I'm trying not to come off salesy, but if you are genuinely looking to upgrade your business and your photos this year, even just getting 2 of these. They do give you a good discount if you bundle them all together, but even just getting 2 that you can use year round, and maybe, you know, invest in a couple props. I go to Michael's and get my props. I do really believe this will change your actual sales. This is the other one I love. This is a lighter wood, again, perfect for year round. This one is called Scandinavian wood. I know I've shown you guys the studio before, and that's, again, a great investment, but I completely understand if that's not where you're at to spend that kind of money. So when you order the surfaces, you get these bracket things, I think that's what they're called, and you can invest in 2 different boards, the brackets, and use your props to help you create some new different scenes. They're starting to get into some props, and these are the bloom styling towels. These are really great to stack soap on top of or use in the foreground. I love to take towels and sort of spread them out and then nestle my products in the middle. The other package I have is, it's my new packaging. I worry sometimes about sharing a lot of information on here. I do have to protect myself a little bit. We are in a very competitive industry and I want to help you grow your business, but for every 9 people that are loving and learning and taking it and translating it into their own way, there's always someone who direct copies. And so I'm a little nervous to share with you guys the process before I do my rebrand and relaunch, because I've already had things happen where people beat me to it. So I just have to be strategic. I hope you understand. But I am working with a packaging company for custom packaging. And if you've ever wondered about that, let me just say, you have to be pretty big in order to do their minimums. So I typically order my jars from Container and Packaging. I think they're still a great company. They just do, you know, jars that we all can use. I am trying to do something a little unique, and I'll tell you about it later. These look really plain right now, but these are one of the jars I'm contemplating using. It is solid white and it has a great disc in here. These would be for my body butters. So I need to play around with these and see if I like them, maybe try some different design techniques. But this company is one of those companies that works with a lot of beauty brands, a lot of brands that you see in Sephora and Ulta, and their minimum is 10,000 units. I have to buy 10,000 units of these at once, and I have to give them a deposit before they're even made, and then I have to pay the balance before they even ship it to me. So just giving you guys that information for the experience of custom packaging. It's the real deal. You have to be really sure about it, and it's a big investment. So hopefully you guys get it, that I'm not sharing who they are and sharing all the details, but I will try and keep you in the loop on stuff and at least share some of those higher level experiences with you, because I do believe a lot of you guys are going to get your business to a space like this, and that's why I created this channel, to share my information so you can. And I know so many of you are going to do it on your own path, and do it your own way, which is why I'm going to keep sharing stuff. But if you do have some questions, you can always DM me. If I don't feel comfortable answering, I might not, and I'll just tell you that. Most of you guys respect that. This is the book I was telling you guys about, and it is the 12-week year. It's actually a very quick read. I have 4 goals, which sounds like a lot, but 2 of them are a little more manageable. So one is to create a better morning routine. I have fallen into the trap of working for yourself and not getting up at the same time every day, not getting into a routine. And what I was finding last year was I was dragging out my morning, and sometimes I would get to work at 10, and then I would think, what did I just do? And I read a lot. I did a lot of really good stuff, but I stopped working out. I stopped getting up at a reasonable time, and I would sleep in a little bit later than maybe when I had my corporate job. So I am going to be a morning girl this year, and so far it's worked. I get up at 5:30, I make my greens juice, and then I feed Lucy, I work out, I take her for a walk, I come back, take a shower, do my makeup, do my hair, have breakfast, and I am either in my office at 9 or I'm at the studio by 9:15. And that's worked really well for me the days that I've worked this year so far. So that was one. The other one is brushing up on my French, like I told you guys. And I do have a health goal to lose a little bit of weight, because who doesn't this time of year? But that's one I personally struggle with and have struggled with my entire life. But this time I'm going at it a little bit more health focused, and I am getting back on my vegan, whole food, plant-based diet. I've been vegan, but we all know there's bad vegan food out there. So I'm getting back on a whole food, plant-based diet, which I've done since the first of the year, and I just always feel better eating vegetables and fruit. I thrive on that. And then getting better at working out more, which is built into that morning routine I told you about, and just a few other small things, but nothing crazy. I have found, though, the way that this is structured, because I have my goals and tactics here every week and I'm checking them off every single day, you can see, I feel more motivated. I'm such a list maker who likes to cross something off. So this is great. And then the other one is to grow my TikTok, which doesn't sound that crazy, but I have to tell you guys, I'm so nervous about getting on TikTok. And I've been on it and I consume it, but I'm so nervous about sharing more. I have that fear of like all the negative comments and people saying horrible things to me, because it's happened to me before and it definitely does affect you. People say, oh, don't let it affect you, but it does. So I'm very nervous about it, but I don't want the fear to stop me from doing it, because I love TikTok. I literally could watch it all day. So I'm trying to conquer my fear this quarter and do that. So if you're on TikTok, I will leave mine down below. It's just at Caitlin M. Blue. But I am going to share some more interesting information on TikTok, like some more beauty news like I do on Instagram. And I'll probably share a lot of the same information on both. So wherever you like to be, I'll try and be in both places. But more day in the life, a short vlog format, and maybe some get ready with me's, things like that. So I'm gonna try and be a little bit more personable on TikTok. So those are my 4 goals. And what I love about the 12-week plan is every week you score yourself with how many of your tactics you completed. I highly recommend this book. It's a fast read, like I said, and I think you guys will like it. So I've been rambling for a very long time, for 15 full minutes. And I'm going to go to the grocery store before all the rush hour traffic hits in and clean this mess up, because I just threw everything about. Whole Foods was not that bad, but I try to do all my shopping on the weekends like most people so that I'm prepared, and it's Wednesday and I feel not prepared at all. So we're gonna unload all this stuff and make some dinner. But I guess I just wanted to say that this year hasn't totally started off the way I planned, and it's okay. I used to be of the notion that you had to start your goals on January 1st, and if you missed a day, done, over with, which is absurd. So I just want you to know, if you haven't achieved your goals in the first week, it's gonna be okay. But I do highly recommend checking out Skillshare. I know they're sponsoring the video, but it really is a great platform to learn something new or brush up on a skill you used to have. And I have left some of the best classes I've loved and some I'm planning on taking down below in the description box. And don't forget, the first 1,000 people to use the code down below will get a free month of Skillshare to try out. So you can jam-pack a lot of stuff in your first month. So go ahead and check that out. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.